Welcome back to GNS Travels. If you've been following our journey, you will know that this was part of our 4-month trip we completed the end of last year. We are currently still in Latvia, and this is Riga camping. Riga is the capital of Latvia, and it's the most popular city in the Baltic states. Riga sits at the mouth of the river Daugava. It's considered a culture centre and it's home to many museums. The city is also known for its wooden buildings and its medieval old town. We stayed at Riga camping as this was the nearest campsite to the city. So let's get on with it then. Let's show you Riga. Good morning, Mr. Doyle. He's not speaking to me.
Sorry.
I said, good morning, Mr. Doyle.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm very pleased that wind has dropped a bit.
Yes.
Should we say
so
that?
am I.
Had a better night's sleep.
Yeah, we did. And it stopped raining as well, which is better.
And we're off to the old town in Riga. Our first stop was to the Freedom Monument. This was a large monument which honoured the soldiers killed during the Latvian War of Independence, 1918 to 1920. It is considered an important symbol of the freedom and independence of Latvia. It stands 138 feet tall. The Latvians use it as a focal point of public gatherings and official ceremonies in Riga. We were lucky because the Guard of Honour were present and they were in the middle of the changing of the guard. They're not always there, it depends on the weather conditions. The guards work in 2 weekly shifts with 3 or 4 pairs of guards taken over from each other, and the ceremony lasts for about 15 minutes every hour. Then enjoyed a walk through the lovely park and crossed the bridge with many padlocks. We then bumped into the most gorgeous dogs. They were champion dogs and had just won a dog show in Latvia. They were from Lithuania. What a gorgeous pair they were. We then came across the Powder Tower, which was originally a part of the defence system of the town. The current Powder Tower was built in 1650 and renovated in the years 1937 to 1940 when it was added to the structure of the Latvia War Museum. Just next door on one of the buildings is a wall which has the coats of arms of all the towns in Latvia. We then made our way to the House of Blackheads. We'd heard about this, so we thought we'd go and see what it was all about. The name had quite intrigued us. So, what's this all about then, Mr. D?
This is the House of the Blackheads. The original building was erected during the first third of the 14th century for the Brotherhood of the Blackheads, a guild of unmarried merchants, ship owners and foreigners in Riga.
This is a timeline of Riga, and in 1201 Riga was established. As Mr. D has said, the original building was used by the Brotherhood of Blackheads. It was erected in 1334 as a warehouse, meeting and celebration place for the merchants, and it was the biggest building in Riga. These pictures were amazing. They actually looked like real people and were watching you from every angle. Major works were done in the early 17th century, adding most of the ornamentation, and some of the sculptures were made by the workshop of August Voice. An interesting fact for you, it was the site of the first decorated Christmas tree, which was erected in 1510.
You right there, Mrs. D? Lovely. No. No.
Bit illegal, isn't it?
Bit illegal, too uncomfortable.
Actually, it was quite comfortable to sit down. Good for your back, I suppose.
Give me a sofa any day.
Alright.
You can lay on
Okay.
and nap.
There you go then. So Mr. D said I couldn't have any of those because he prefers a sofa. Look where he is. On the sofa. Very regal. What about these for the bungalow?
No, bit too hard.
No, true. Okay, let's continue. This is one big dining room, Mr. D.
It is.
It has these lovely fireplaces. Would you like to take your place at the table?
Yeah,
It's a long way if you were there and I was there, wouldn't it?
it would be a long way.
Did you enjoy that? That was a really good museum, wasn't it? Interesting. So let's go and get some lunch, shall we? Yeah.
So after we had a delicious lunch in one of the many cafes, the heavens opened.
We're hiding from the rain.
The heavens opened and it's got a blue sky, and yet
It's got a bit damp.
it's got a bit wet. Hailstones, rain, but no wind. No
No wind. No grand.
So we found an old, I don't know,
Shop doorway.
Shop doorway, and we're hiding out till it stops. So we've come to Riga Cathedral. Want to get out of the rain really as well. And Riga Cathedral is one of the oldest, and it's one of the biggest, most religious buildings in Latvia, and apparently the whole Baltic region, dating from medieval times. Riga Cathedral was founded in 1211 and historically was the main bishop's church until this stake collapsed in 1561. This is the original coat of arms of the Blackheads. So what you're looking at is known as the Three Brothers of Riga. It's 3 dwelling places which they are named as the oldest in Riga. The one on the right, number 17, dates back to the 15th century. The one, number 19, in the middle is between the 16th and the late 16th century. And the one on the left is the 17th century. So, and it's called the Three Brothers.
So guys, and that was Riga. It is the largest city in the Baltics and it was fascinating. We did see quite a lot, but unfortunately the weather wasn't brilliant, so we called it a day and we headed back to our campsite as it was time to move on to the next destination. We were going to continue heading down the coast towards Lithuania in the hope for some better weather.
So this is Riga City Camping. We were parked just by this post here. The grass definitely needs mowing. There's May there, and the bins are there, and reception is there, and there's toilets just down there, but the showers are way down there behind like a warehouse. Not the best showers I've ever been to. In fact, I would say it's the worst shower block we've ever been to. There's a lot of coming and goings to this site from workmen's working. So yeah, it was cheap enough, but I don't think we would, and we felt safe here, that's the thing, but I don't think we would ever stay here again. As you can see, that's a workman or a building or something coming straight through the middle of the campsite. So yeah.
It was time to leave Riga and we headed off, and the sun did come out on our journey. I'm going to leave this week's vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed Riga. Please keep watching as I've got plenty more content to show you of our trip last year. And keep sending those comments as it's lovely to read them all. To take this opportunity to thank all of our subscribers for sticking with us. It does mean the world to us. However, we do need new subscribers, so please feel free to share the channel with your friends. Thank you for watching us once again.
Can't hear that. Oh, do that again, that's good. Go, bing.